Hello. Welcome to the God Consciousness Project. We're presenting readings from the book God Consciousness, written directly by God. And we're going to be reading from chapter 24, and the title of that chapter is Desire. Now, before we get started, let me introduce myself. My name is Robert William Farmilo, and I'm the narrator of the project, the God Consciousness Project. And I just want to make something clear to you. I am not for a single moment suggesting that I personally am the voice of God, and I am not pretending to be, how can I put it, God or anything remotely like that. Okay? So to find out more about the book and what's involved and the fact that it was written by God, that it's a new book that's come out, that's been written directly by God, you just have to click on the little box that's going to appear that says get the free book now, and you will be taken to the website and you can just order the book directly from the website. Now here's the thing, you might be going, oh yeah, but if I do that, I'm going to get all kinds of emails and you're going to be begging me for money and blah, blah, blah. No, that's not going to happen. You're just going to get the book. That's what's going to happen, and you can get it for free. You can also buy the book too. It's entirely up to you. And there's some other really cool features on the website, a lot of free stuff. Okay, without any further ado, let's get right into it. Chapter 24 from the book God Consciousness, written by God, Desire. What comes to mind when you hear the word desire? Longing? Wanting? The sense of needing? Or is it the non-sense of needing? Desire is made up of two words that mean of the leader, of the king, of the queen. What do you desire? It has a regal quality to it, doesn't it? A step up from asking, so what do you want? There's something classy about the word desire. It sounds a bit passionate, too. Desire for what? Of what? Maybe desire is at the more serious end of needing and wanting. We all know that desire can drive you crazy. Example, driven crazy by her desire, or driven crazy by his desire. Again, here is the question. Desire for what? What is it you desire? Chocolate? Meat? Sex? Water? Water? Yes, sometimes you really desire water. You need to quench your thirst. Mostly we think of desire as it relates to the sensual exercise of our senses. And most often, I think it is a word that you use in relationship with something sexual. Desire. If you can take the power of desire and focus it on what you are really, really wanting and needing, then you will see and experience and enjoy truly great breakthroughs in your life and in the lives of those you come into contact with. If you desire real and lasting change, the kind that will free you from the self-created obstacles that keep you your own prisoner, well, then that desire can be enough to get you to do what needs to be done. I mentioned in the previous chapter about how sex was a chemical deal, a chemical thing. I want you to know more about this. I desire that you know about how this works. Chemicals are conduits of energy transfers that take place within the physical reality that you currently occupy. It is through this highly complex spin-off of a few compounds that your physical universe exists, and that life itself can give cause for being. The act of desire is a part of this energy transfer. It is present in the simplest of chemical transfers of energy. And it is also found in the arrival of you. And you are made up of a number of complex structures that have been created to support your current level of awareness, your current level of consciousness. And this consciousness is in part supported by and influenced from the chemistry of your physical self and the physical world you live in. Desire is a part of a chemical experiment that is ongoing. Chemicals push and pull at each other. Chemicals attract and repulse each other. And by so doing, there's a whole lot of desire manifesting throughout the entire known and unknown physical manifestation of the universes. Desire is not just about attraction or longing for something. There is the opposite of desire for, and that is the desire not for whatever. We have talked about this before in this book on God consciousness, about how you can want something and not want something. You can desire to not have something in your life. It kind of is difficult to get your head around this idea of desiring not to have something, because we are used to the desire word being used to describe a longing and an aching wanting for something or someone or whatever it is you are oh so yearning for. What I want you to do is really, really get into what it is you are really, truly desiring. I want you to know the power of craving, of longing, of yearning for whatever it is. Ask me what it is you desire. I will tell you. You know how to ask me? Just go ahead and ask. Ask simply. Ask like this: God, what is it I desire? And then listen for my answer. You will get it. That is for sure. Now ask me, God, what is it you desire for me? Listen for my answer. There will be an answer for sure. Listen for the answer, and then ask me to have my desire for you given to you. Go on. Be brave. Ask me for what I want for you. Ask like this: God, give me what you want me to have. Give me what you desire for me to have. Give me the desires you want me to have. Now that is prayer. That is real prayer. It is born of your really real truth, not bound up in some phony, baloney, politically correct spirituality. Now we are getting down to what is really going on, and that is what you are desiring. Really, really burning need, wanting, yearning, scratching, drooling over. When you ask me for my desire for you, watch out. That is hot stuff. That is the real deal. Now you're going to start getting the whole thing, the real thing. So ask me. Desire can derail most of your life. You can end up a puppet of your desires. Your desires can rule over your life and keep you a prisoner of your little, tiny self. An example can be the thirst for revenge. Another example is the desire to harm and kill and mutilate and torture. I know that many humans can relate to this experience of having to actually restrain themselves when they get too into their desire for whatever. And and sometimes some of you do not restrain yourselves, and you end up with a big mess. Your desire can lead you into all kinds of highly sketchy situations, including doing chemicals to change the way you feel, to change your perception. You are a big chemical reaction anyway. At the best of times, you are an ongoing chemical reaction. Desire can seem to make you do things you would never normally do if the desire was not so strong as to overrule your common senses. Going after drugs, alcohol included, is a way to try and quench that thirsty thirst to feel differently than you do feel. It is a way to create a different chemical reaction. And you can get highly hooked so that you really, really need those chemicals to function. I do not desire to be strung out and strung up by your powerful desires to feel or be or have or do whatever. I desire that your desire be towards what you really, really, and truly, truly desire. So you know that you can ask me for what it is I desire for you, and that I desire that you desire to desire what it is I desire for you to desire. Now, that is a whole lot of desire. In the end, what we have together is the hope that comes from our desire to be better people, to do better, and to have a better life. The desire to have no desires is, of course, a desire. And this conundrum of not wanting to want is very, very old. Many of us have been bothered by this desire for no desire routine. It is very normal to have to go through this part of the journey to me. I'm going to tell you one of the great secrets of your species. I'm going to impart to you one of the best kept secrets of life itself. It is very useful. It is very, very useful, and I suggest you pay close attention and use this knowledge a lot, often, and regularly. Here it is. I want you to desire me. That is what all the other desires are for. They are there to get to me. After all the tastes are tasted and all the touches have been touched, you will eventually have the ultimate desire. You may spend some time in the place of desiring no desire, but it will only lead you back to me. Most of the time, when you want to not want, you are asking me to come into your life in a very real way. Often you are literally asking me to come into your life and heart and soul and tell you what to do next, what to do with your life, how to think with your thoughts, even to think your thoughts for you. I know this stage well. It is one I go through a lot, and not only with humans. Do you think you are the only creatures in creation who are seeking me? The only ones who want to be free of desire? The only creatures who ask me what my will is for them? Desire is what made the chemicals that made you. Desire is the power that holds the mess together and gives it shape and purpose. Desire is that which destroys and then creates again out of the soup that is the chemical mess of life itself. It is the very structure of the stuff that makes up the chemicals. As you go ever deeper into the substance of substance, you discover ever-increasing degrees of space, of nothingness that exists between the ever-so-tiny bits that eventually make up parts of atoms, that eventually make up parts of molecules, that eventually make up the bits and pieces that make you up. And at the bottom of all that stuff, and space between stuff, is the essence, the light energy manifesting into being because of one word, desire. And this desire is mine, and mine alone. It is my desire to know myself over and over again and again, and that is why you are here, ultimately. I know it is entirely selfish of me. I know that. But I was so very lonely without you, without me, because, as you know by now, you are me and I am you, and we are one. So when you reach out to me, you are reaching out to yourself. When you go looking for me and worshiping me, you are following my desire to know myself. Here is another way to flip the thing over and get another perspective. I am looking for you. I am seeking you. I desire you. Think about that. Put that in the mix of desire and need and yearning and wantings. Oh, how I love you. If you only knew how much I love you. And you can know this. It is available to you for the asking. Think about that. Talk about desire. Okay, that ends this chapter's reading, and I hope you're going to see that little box that says, click here now, get your free book. Get the free book, click this box, whatever's there on the screen. You click that, get taken to the website, and you can get the book for free. You can also buy the book too. Remember, you're not going to be pestered with a lot of requests for money or donations or anything like that. And we have some fantastic extras waiting for you. Okay? Really cool stuff. So go ahead, click on the box, check it out, get the free book, read the book, and get into this stuff. It is very cool. So thank you very much for coming and checking out God Consciousness by God, Chapter 24, Desire. See you next time. Take care.